Well, I know I'm at a disadvantage here, but fuck it. I think I already rolled. Damn it.
Oh no.
Damn it.
Sad part is you're lucky I'm not proficient in acrobatics either.
Well, it didn't help. I rolled a 1.
And as he grows to run amok, Lush kind of explodes into light and he ducks his legs and
Do I hear any of that?
Roll perception check.
Yeah, I'm pretty
Would
sure.
it be a disadvantage?
At this point, I'm pretty sure Avray or whatever is gonna fuck me up. But where's my character? Alright. Never mind. Perception. 18.
You're definitely hearing them now.
By the gods, who's Mr. Ruckus?
And at this
I
point,
get
you'll
up
probably
real quick.
notice
Point at
just how the room is compared to how it was when you went to sleep.
Oh, I ground painfully then, and stop with that blasted light in my eyes. Gods.
What light? It's just the sun.
The
Yeah,
what?
you mean the sun?
Sun.
you hear the sun will come out tomorrow.
I'm gonna try
Hang on till tomorrow.
just to look through my fingers and you get tears from the pain. Oh, what the? Just gonna grab a piece of cloth and put it on my eyes.
Someone's not a more.
Or a hat when he's out in the sun. He says it hurts his sensitive eyes too. And my auntie likes to have a mask, a lacy mask. She says it's for fashion, as well as helping her sensitive eyes too.
How can you see with such a light?
How can you not see without the light?
There is light, just not that bright.
Oh, this isn't even the brightest part of the day yet.
Noonan, it is
Friends.
also very much warmer than you're used to. You're used to being in a wintry land that sometimes snows. This is tropical. This is warm, and now that it's daytime, it is very warm.
I'm gonna take off the shirt and the armor, whatever, just keeping the pants or whatever.
Aria's gonna blush and look away.
So fucking warm, and the heat, the sun's hurting my brain.
I have anything that I might be able to toss away.
You see
Frostbite.
Runs over in the corner, kind of And he pulls out a piece of paper and starts drawing and drawing. This might work. And then see him starting to wave his fingers, and then this little item about the size of his palm kind of folded up. It looks like a folded up wraparound stick with some sort of glass on it that's dark and here, try these.
Did you really just create sunglasses?
He is a gnome.
He's just gonna instantly
That is
grab
what he does.
the goggles and just place them on his eyes.
And technically, Lauren does have sunglasses you can buy.
But this is funner.
Yes, this is more fun.
No, it's canon in my head. Ren made sunglasses. He invented them.
As far as the party is aware.
Yes, as far as the party is aware. I could probably make millions of gold pieces of those.
Orange just gonna say under his breath, "You know how helpful this would have been when I was sailing?"
Well, if you want to ask.
Well, this definitely
I
makes
literally,
sense.
I literally met you like a month ago, little one.
Well,
Just a
there
few
you
days
go.
ago.
Well, there you go.
Wait, it's been a month. Aria's eyes just go
Yeah, it's
wide
been
and she
it's been a
gasps like,
full 90 days, a month.
Yeah, I was gonna say, technically it's well.
it feels like a few days
world
though.
time.
If we go
It
to
would
the
be
rest
like
of us
full
because it may be a month to the
Yeah,
to everyone else.
the
to us.
Feywild only felt like a few days, but
Yeah, so
Ollaras, a
Aria's
whole
eyes
month passed by.
just goes wide and she
Went
just kind
from
of gasps like,
spring to summer.
and she just runs outside and I think I'm gonna roll Dex to see if she crashes into the door or not. In her haste to get outside. I guess
She's
she does
okay.
not crash.
She just doesn't crash into the door. She doesn't trip on her tail. She's fine. She doesn't trip over
Yeah.
a couple of people that are walking up a street. And they
And she
kind
just
of, like,
runs outside
step
and
back.
she just pauses like, and she's like, where would a post office be? And she goes back inside. She's like, does anyone know where a post office is? Letter.
Nope.
It is a post office.
This is my first time being in this city. I've been in other cities, but not this one.
Aria's just going to kind of start wringing her hands.
If you have never
It
been
runs not from
to
this
the
city
port,
either.
how exactly did you get into to Chult, if I may ask? Because this is like the one major port of Chult.
You asking me?
I'm asking the people that said they hadn't been here before.
Maybe they also got hit with a teleportation circle.
That is true. They could have been hit with a transportation circle.
Or maybe a planal shift gone completely wrong.
That happens
Maybe
too.
I have been here before. I don't know. You tell me. Have I been here before?
Or maybe you got here and then you just walked right out of the city.
Yeah,
I
that's
just
true
had him
too.
dog calm down his
You might,
bridge.
yeah, you might have just gotten into dock and immediately left to go walking through the jungle.
There you go.
Because
So
why
I'll
not?
change my statement. I've been here before. I didn't go by any post office, so I don't know how to help you. Same conclusion, different wording.
Maria seems to be growing a little more panicked at the various notes, like, oh dear, oh dear, oh.
Well,
I'm on.
in my days, I know the best place to find information.
Bounty board.
I was gonna say the tavern.
That could work too.
Let's go find a post office before Aria has an aneurysm.
No, we'll just follow run.
All right. So, whoever is leading this expedition to discover a post office, please roll me an investigation.
Oh, it couldn't have been perception.
Sorry, this is investigation. Talking to people, trying to figure out exactly where, or else you're going to be spending hours, possibly days, just in the city looking.
Who beat me to it?
I rolled a 13, so no. I think we actually rolled at the same time. Me and Run did.
Where's Run going? To look for a post office or look for the bounty?
Oh,
As it so happens, it's essentially one and the same. As you're directed to a very common area where the postal office happens to be. You know, and just one of those nice official buildings with lots of cubbies and, you know, people working hard and people like running things back and forth from the dock. And there's also a huge bounty board right outside. I'm echoing. Can somebody, whoever's, okay, sorry. Big bounty board going outside, each with information of how you put the bounty up. So I'm just gonna list the bounties themselves. Somebody is looking for help collecting bets down in the Executioner's Run.
Ooh.
Someone's complaining about disturbing visions about and need help to discern if you're real or not. Someone has gotten themselves in trouble with the merchant princes and would like some assistance. Someone is looking to trade a sailing ship for an accurate map of Chult, especially showing the ruins of Nangalore and Orolunga. A request for help by the harbor master concerning pirates. And I believe that is it for the bounty board.
Guys, we need to get the sailing ship. We have that. We've been there. Let's get another map and copy down where we've been, so that way we don't lose our own information too.
Yeah, I was about to say, I think Run might actually have something like that, although I don't have any maps listed in my inventories.
Well, Arya's got the Wanderer feat where I'm pretty sure it does say she can recreate maps.
Mm-hmm. And as far as Aria's been concerned, in the past month, she's been to both locations.
Sounds like an easy one to cross off the list then.
Which means all you need to do is basically make a copy of the map, but using forger skills.
I feel like that's definitely not Aria's, but like Aria could, kind of be a guide. But right now she's at the post office asking if they have a pen and paper so she can quickly pen a letter to her family, saying, "I'm still alive. Please don't panic."
That can be arranged. You'll have to look in the book for the price of paper, and that's they won't charge you for the pen because they're just lending you the pen to write this, but they'll charge you for the paper, and then there's never mind. I can look that up because I forgot about the hireling cost. 1 second. And then there's the post cost. Where's your family exactly? They're up in Meeg, over in Meeg, correct?
Meeg, yeah, Meeg.
Yeah, so basically east of the mainland. Alrighty. So let's see here. Are you on the coast, the near coast, or are you somewhere deeper in? I think
Probably
you were like
deeper in.
I thought you were like at Ravenwood or something like that.
I can't remember. I know there was forests and maybe some mountains nearby.
Were the mountains to
But
the north?
definitely
Were the mountains to the north of you or to the south?
I don't think we decided, so I'm just gonna roll a d4, a d6. Odd is south, even is north. North. The mountains are north of me.
All right, that's what I figured because that's what I kind of pictured in my head. So okay, good. That's not that's not as expensive as it could have been. Let me pull up my map. Haven't needed this map for a while. Sweet. Okay. So we've got Chult there. We got Rivenwood there. So that's probably at least 60 miles. 600, 120. Okay, so it's add some on there. So it's 1 gold, 5 silver is your total for the messenger delivery.
Included?
Yeah, they're gonna throw in the paper with that amount. So 1 gold,
All right,
5 silver.
Aria would pay for them and then start writing down her letter.
And while she's doing that, Run is not proficient in forgery, but he is used to drawing out plans and schematics because of his tinkering. would I be able to roll to try to create a map?
And if Aria's like sitting right next to them, and she could be pointing out, like, "Oh, this is this is helping him
Well,
with the areas that she remembers."
yeah, because but you're just looking at the map that you guys have and making a duplicate of it. So you're good with, you said you're good with schematics.
Yes.
Do you have cartographer's tools?
No, but I can buy some.
Wait, didn't we have that? Who had the cartographer's tools? Because I know we ran into a pack that had them, didn't we? I think so.
Actually,
I think that was me. Wasn't it?
A set
No,
of a set of
there's
cartographer
four of them.
a set of cartographer's tools, which will include all of the things to accurately replicate a map, is 15 gold.
No, it was Maul. He's the one that found the cartographer's tools, and he handed them off to me to see if I could make any sense of anything.
Yeah, and if you have
Yeah.
them, then you don't need that. You don't need to spend that 15 extra gold. You can just pull them out of your inventory and give them
Okay.
the run.
There you go, Run. Have at it. And I just
And
pull them out. I'm like,
with those tools, roll on the tools with intelligence.
Okay, since I don't have proficiency with, or well, would I have proficiency since I have know what I'm doing with schematics?
Well, that's why you get advantage.
Okay, that I can do. You said
Yeah.
intelligence?
Add cartographer's tools to your inventory, then roll on them using intelligence.
Okay,
okay. I had one over here.
oh,
Damn.
Nice. The map you make is perfect. You now have 2 copies of the map that you guys have now. So that means you have one you can sell.
Sailing ship. Yee.
sail away, sail away, sail away. Woo, sail away, sail away. Oh, sorry.
Sailing.
Oh god, are we all gonna have to be a fucking ship crew?
The pirates who don't do anything.
Jasper will just be the lookout, like
This
just doing
concerns
nothing
me.
else.
Because I'm
Keeping an
pretty
eye
sure right now the only one that has a history with sailing is me.
Yeah.
Well,
You'll be
then you're the
captain.
now.
Aye, Captain.
Oh, Captain, my captain.
To all of us, I am the
Yeah.
captain now.
Never ever put sailor in your backstory and then expect not to ever have need for it, because you will you will be hit with it.
It's not so much sailor; it's more of me sailing when as like hiking style. So
That was my
Yay!
point.
Son of a bitch.
Well, so Run will look up where he needs to go to where they need to go so that he can make the trade.
So, you guys head to the location and discover that it is in the Imru Enclave that's in the section. Agents from Imlarin seeking inroads into this rather untouched land. And you see a human man, rather well dressed. He's kind of dressed in like a suit that looks like it's made to be a bit more breezy. Not like the garb of the people you see wandering around here. Like more of somebody who's trying to look efficient. Not efficient. What am I trying to official, but from his land. That's his looking for official. You've seen people like that before, Run. During your time back in the city of Ithan, because there were, people from Imlarin that would congregate there and run businesses there. They dress like this. The fine suits and tailored jackets and everything like that. So he kind of like looks you guys up and down. All right. What can I do for you?
You were looking for an accurate map or whatever.
I'm looking for Schult, but more specifically,
Well,
needs to have
Lord.
to pinpoint the ruins of Nangalore and Orlunga.
yes, those were the places that I was trying to remember.
All right.
And I do believe that I may have your answer.
Care
And
to show me this
holds
answer?
up the- he on the way here he had before coming he actually made a third copy of a half and half map.
What do you mean
And
by that?
he holds up the scroll for one half of the map. I believe that this will at least be half of what, and you get the other half when we know that the ship is in hand.
I cannot the ship until I am all of the locations needed are there. And in order to do that, I have a cleric who will be casting a spell. I can hand you a contract and agree to sell you a sailing ship that you can use for the map, if that helps.
Most definitely.
All right. He claps his hand, and several people come forth. They're also like dressed in fine suits, men and women both. Like you see, one is actually an orc male. You don't see too many orcs around here. The other one seems to be a kind of a darker skinned elf woman.
Oh, a drow?
Not a drow, just a darker skinned elf. Hard to
Okay.
tell if she's a wood elf or a high elf or something else, or maybe like a cross between them, but definitely darker skinned.
Oh, I'm having flashbacks to Shadowrun.
Well,
That-
Lauren's a good
that's
space
definitely
for
man.
for D&D that's set in modern times, or for I actually have a Call of Cthulhu game set in one of the places in Lauren, that's Call of Cthulhu but using races pulled from D&D.
Seeing an orc in a three-piece suit.
Yes, an actual orc, not a half orc, a full-blooded orc, and a
Blood
dark
blooded orc
skinned
walks
elf.
into a bar wearing a suit.
Oh,
Aria's
it's
doing
better.
her best to hide behind Jasper.
I have ogres in suits there in Lauren. That's more fun. Anyway,
That was best to hide.
So the orc man pulls out a briefcase and pulls out some documentation. He kind of nods and presents the contract. If this map is genuine, we are prepared to offer a fully functional sailing vessel. We do not provide any extra staff or supplies. You will have to outfit them yourself. But the ship will be yours, all title and deed, and it will be perfectly functional, no damage, none of that.
All right,
Ready to be sailed out as soon as a crew is acquired.
Run will take a look at the contract and him being.
Hold up. This
Hmm?
first Torrance gonna step in and goes, so I have experience with ships. What's the chance I can take an inspection on the ship, make sure it's actually sailworthy?
The orc kind of looks you over. It is specified in the contract that receipt of the map will be given as soon as the ship is inspected.
Yeah, it's right here in Article 3, subsection B. 0.555566.
That's when I look back at the little guy. I prefer to deal with words, not papers.
Well then,
Right.
the human says, uh, my assistant here will cast a spell upon your map to see if it has all the locations required. He gestures towards the elf woman, who holds a hand out for the map.
All right, he'll hand over the full copy of the original that he had done.
And she places her hand on it, closes her eyes, and starts casting a spell. She kind of looks it over and hands it back to you, nodding, and looks at the human and nods. It's the genuine article. It definitely has the locations we require.
Yeah,
Very
especially
good.
Considering that we've already been there.
Excellent. Well, you are about to make yourself a very good deal.
Now let's check out the ship first.
All right, very well. We have heard already that that we will not be needing this ship any further, as another ship is arriving in port from our home country. So, this is fortuitous that you happened along today. Or else you'd have to have had to wait days for a new ship to arrive that we could sell you. And he brings you guys out of his office and heads you down towards the docks. Now, Noonan, this is probably also something rather shocking to you, since Nightingale's also landlocked and doesn't have any great big bodies of water like this.
Oh, she's about to see the ocean for the first time.
Yes.
Oh, before we leave the office, I was saying this, but I was muted. Maria's going to mention be careful of the Medusa at Nangalore.
Can you repeat that? Because I'm gonna admit I spaced out.
This is probably Noonan's first time seeing the ocean.
Alright, well, he's gonna stay there and just stare at the sea then.
All right.
So we are at the harbor ward.
Yeah. And you see in front of you a sailing ship. Let's see. There are not any sailing ships currently loaded on here. I will have to load it next session because I do happen to have access to sailing ships. Oh no, that's right. No, I didn't have to load that one. I actually cut and pasted that one. Never mind. Give me a second. I will actually make that one now. I forgot that that's the one I actually had to download a picture for. There we go. My Sunday party managed to be on a sailing ship for a bit. It was a pirate sailing ship, but it was a sailing ship. And then they did a small amount of a sea adventure. So they take you on board. There aren't any people on here right now. It's currently attached to the dock. And unlike the picture, which unfortunately I can't do anything about, there is no cargo on it. But there is the ballista here. And another harpoon gun over here.
Oh, fuck.
Run is just, and he pulls out these, you know, those jeweler glasses that's like got multiple lenses and then multiple lenses on top of those. And he's checking out the ballista and the harpoon, and
I'll
it's
lean
really
over to Torin. Please keep the gnome away from the ballista.
Aria's
I
gonna
can
look over. It's
disable it.
like, I was like, why?
What was that, Torin?
Said I can disable it.
Hey.
Best to do that as soon as possible. And I'm like,
you
I look to
hear,
Aria.
you
Do
hear
you see
Run
the
call out,
combat
"I
glee?
need cogs."
You don't need anything.
That's why, Aria. That's why.
But shouldn't you
And
let
here's
people
where you
have
just
fun?
see. Here's where you see Torin just kind of walk away from the group. Just picks up the little one. Don't touch. Sets him away from the ballista.
Okay.
With
Um,
Kyle gone, Torin is the new party dad by default.
Let's see here.
This is my
There we
ship
go.
now, my rules.
I am the captain now.
Oh, you son of a.
I don't care what I had grabbed from him. A spectral hand just appears and
So Run is the non-compliant toddler. Got it.
The look is like, go fishing. And she's gonna hold out her hands, her arms. Big fish.
God, this fucking group. Oh, Kyle's a party dad, but Torin is the party dad now by default. Jasper is the moody teenager. Maria is the
The
promised
only
child.
reason I'm somehow party dad now is because I have the sailor, and I'm the only one
Yes.
that can speak Draconic for the Cubs.
Yes.
Why am I
You're
the
the
problem
big guy.
child? Isn't Run the problem child?
I didn't
You're the
say
one
you're
that
the
ran into
problem
a
child.
poor.
I said you're the promise child, like
Oh,
the
the
good one, and then
Oh.
Run is the problem child.
Okay, I heard problem, not promise. Oh, okay.
New one's just the one that got adopted. Like you're still trying to get used to your surroundings and this fucked up mess of a
No,
family.
New one is the feral cat that we forcefully adopted.
Yes.
So he's hiding under the bed and hissing at you.
Uh huh.
Well, for starters, I claim that as my quarters then.
Oh, you get 3. All right.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure that Nguyen will stand right there where you can see the sea and stay calm.
You mean up here? That's under.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah, there on 6.
Yeah, that's the
Aria
top.
will probably be on
is,
7.
This is like the
because he
crew quarters.
Okay, yeah, the 6. He's gonna be there and just watch the sea.
And I vote Run stays in 12.
I wanted to
You're
say,
giving
but
him the whole
I
lower
was
deck
on
and hold?
No, I'm talking about the little cage right there.
That's not a cage. That's a ventilation shaft above
Looks
the
like
lowest part of the hold.
okay.
So you
It
mean
looked
in
like it would
like
be the brig
11?
almost.
Maybe
No, I
11
say
and 10. Maybe 11
I'll
and
just
10
say
are the
give him
brigs.
10, where it's just no bed.
Actually, there is technically a
chair.
bed.
You
It's
get a
just
chair.
there's a little platform bed over here, and then there's a desk.
oh yeah, Run in the small room. What could go wrong with that?
All right, no,
Absolutely.
no.
And his own desk.
I'm changing that. I don't want to leave him unsupervised on this ship.
Just
He
put
is
him up
bunking.
here.
He is bunking with somebody.
Put him in here where all the other beds are. We'll keep an eye on him. We'll put him furthest from the door.
Okay, so. Uh. So. Okay.
Oh, I brought
sign
Aria, but
any-
she's too big now.
Before we do sign any contracts, what does our captain think of the boat?
All right, well,
Roll an
you
investigation.
can add this. Oh, son of a. Well, this is gonna be great.
What's wrong?
Yeah.
Looks perfectly seaworthy to
Nothing.
you.
Hey, what's the matter? Nothing. What's the matter with you?
It's the wheeze laugh.
Alrighty. Let's.
See if
Not exactly my best investigation. He doesn't know much about boats.
Aria knows shit about boats, except it's floating.
I'm not even
I'm
going to try
supposed
to
to be.
roll.
So
I
I'm
might
supposed
roll
to be
good.
the expert on it, and I'm a 4. Yeah.
So, what kind of nooks and crannies did run fine?
All of them.
You're gonna
You
be my
find that
downfall on this ship.
it is a legitimate sailing vessel with no bizarre nooks and crannies, sadly. It's not a smuggling vessel.
We can
You're
change
not
that.
gonna make it that way.
If Run has his way, it'll be one by the time we're done with it.
Oh, good. Then we can sell it for a higher price.
Run has his way, he'll be steam powered.
Jesus.
Yes.
You got
Punch a hole right in the middle of the ship for a big ass engine.
We have to get a Jolly Roger though. Our flag. Maybe now skulls and crossbones.
Okay. Is the company man still with us, or do we need to return to him to?
He's still with you.
Contract. Going over the ship, I've noticed that there's been I think about 1,500 added on to satisfy the.
Oh, yeah.
The man takes
Oh,
roll persuasion.
Just a second here.
Run, you absolute genius. I love you.
Ooh.
Oh.
Ooh. He looks over at the at his other two and they go into a little huddle. Can you repeat what you asked for, Ren, please?
1,500 gold pieces.
All right.
That would be repairs to the ship plus time and labor for the actual exploration of these places, which had been
we
notated
didn't-
onto the map of what
Yeah.
to expect.
Yes. Well, those expenses are part of the ship, but we talked it over, and we can spare another 1,000 gold.
He looks over to his people and what do you think, Captain?
I say let's not push her. Take the 1,000.
And you see Run just clap his hands together and kind of, we will sign then.
Sure to get that in writing.
I do believe that.
All right. And the you are Tori provided with a deed to the ship, and allowed
I'm not signing anything.
to name it whatever you want.
No,
Well,
Run signed the contract.
Yeah, Ren and or Torin have to sign the contract.
Okay, well,
Whoever signed the
fine.
contract is being handed the deed and given the naming rights. And a pouch of 1,000 gold is also added. Actually, it's not 1,000 gold. It is 100 platinum, but it's worth the same amount.
Yep.
Damn.
Oof.
Come on, y'all.
I love it. It was doing business with you.
That no one is going to agree with, but just the break and win.
Bring it up to Run. Bring it up to Run.
We'd have a full group discussion about the name.
Well, here's the cool thing. Meeting room.
Ah.
For one, you do not let Run name.
I feel like could be worse. What's worse than not at work?
The gnome name something.
Yeah.
The
Bad
silence
idea.
would not be long enough.
I was gonna make a gnome character once, and then I saw some of the names, and I'm like, I fucking can't. Like, I can't.
All right, so what are we gonna call the ship? I vote for not at work.
I vote for break and win.
You know, not at work, breaking wind. Not at work, windbreaker, windbreaker. Not at work. And you actually see him waving his fingers around, and you see these like illusionary letters kind of like just swirling around in the air as he's like
Aria's just gonna address Torin, like, Torin, do it for the pun, not at work.
Torin's gonna say under his breath, "What did I get myself into?"
You signed up for a big guy, you get to deal with it.
I'm going to turn on the puppy eyes at Torin. Would that be persuasion?
Yes,
Oh,
keep in mind this is PC persuasion thing, so go for it.
Oh no!
Unfortunately, it looks like to cry.
Actually, she probably looks like she's either got something caught in her eye or that she's drunk. There's just something off about her.
I can't persuade for shit.
the SS windbreaker.
Where did you get the MS from?
SS.
Oh, SS. I heard MS.
Microsoft.
I know actually ships do have on some. I don't remember what the exact designation is. Whether it's a Meridian ship or
Oh dear lord. I almost want to call it the whippersnapper, but
It's not gonna.
What do you think, Ash?
I think we should refrain to name something. It would give power over the ship to anyone who hear the name. It's not wise.
party pooper.
It's bad luck to sail on the seas without naming your ship.
I would know it's the first time I see a ship or sea.
Aria kind of taps her like her cheek, like, well, I've been pretty lucky so far. Mostly.
I'm starting to think yours is just blind luck, especially after watching you run into a mysterious portal.
Aria's got another innocent look. Would that be
gave you a
deception
9th level
or
spell scroll,
persuasion?
motherfucker.
Grizz,
That
would
little
that?
trip gave you a 9th level spell scroll.
Sorry,
Are you
what
really
did you,
complaining?
what did you say, Aria?
I said, Torin's question about, not question, but statement about blind luck. Aria's trying to give him another innocent look. Would that be deception or persuasion?
Either way, this is PC on PC. That's all on you guys.
She is not
Right
innocent at all.
Alright, so it comes to naming the ship, honestly, I'll let you guys have your little fun because after that, it's gonna be a rough time for y'all if you don't have experience sailing.
Oh, big guy getting tough. Jasper's
And
just trying to
I know
hide.
you're new to all this. I will do the best I can to help acclimate you to this nature.
I'm just trying to hide a smile behind my hand at the look on Aria's face, and Torin trying to be Mr. Billy Badass Captain.
Now, coming from you, this is surprising.
And runs over in the corner counting the platinum pieces.
Aria's going to lean to Run like, you're sharing those, right?
Now I would say loud enough for everyone to hear, but not avert my gaze from Run. And nobody, I repeat, nobody.
We can't paint the whole.
You know, if it had not been for me, you would not have a ship. Nor would we have the money to buy supplies with.
I'm very
That's good
thankful, but sailing is a very, very
Therefore,
passion to me.
I am part owner. You see here, and he
Oh.
shows the deed with.
You
road
signed the
taxes on it.
contract. The deed was in my name.
Oh.
Is it? Was it? Are you sure?
If you're trying to make a bid for first mate, you're making a good argument.
Jasper's not even trying to hide the smile anymore. I run with pride.
Aria's just watching all of this with big wide eyes.
So, I will take control of gunning, and you can take control of the being the captain, of course. Who knows how to sail by stars?
Ooh, I know stars. Aria claps her hands. I don't know how to sail, but I know stars.
Do you know navigation?
Aria kind of taps her, like, well, I have a pretty good head for memory.
This is
Where'd you
probably
go?
going to be a rare chance or a rare, what am I trying to think? Situation where the captain is probably also going to end up being the helmsman.
I have good perception, but that's about it.
My wanderer, which says I have a head for maps and geography. excellent memory for maps and geography, and I can always recall the general layout of terrain, settlements, and other features around me.
Okay,
That's
now
why I said I'm going to be the lookout.
the question would come up for the DM. Would that include star mapping?
Cartographer, the cartographer kit. Sorry.
No. Arya's mental capacity for
Yeah, I don't see
the
why
wanderer
not. She
feat.
part of the ability to wander is be able to look up at the stars and see the pattern of the moons and to be able to go from there.
And
Now,
part of her backstory, well, in her childhood when she couldn't sleep, her and her dad would, just get a stargaze.
well then, there you go. There's our navigator.
Smiles widely.
What is it called? The big one of the masts. Like there's like a basket kind of thing up on it that you
Crow's
can
nest.
look
Crow's
out.
nest.
Crow's nest. That thing. I'll be up there.
I hope you don't get seasick. That's the part of the ship that feels the swaying the most.
If a druid gets seasick, that is pitiful.
Well, druids are mostly known for, being on land. Although I have met a, a, a sea druid once or twice.
As long as it's natural, it's for the druids. Sea is natural. In my head, that's the way that I imagine things. Any part that is like technically Earth, well, the equivalent of Earth is for the druid.
Okay, so where to? Because we got some shopping to do. He holds up the coin
Well,
pouch.
we need supplies like food. We can't find food so easily. Though I have my fishing tackle, so we might be able to go fishing. What? And I have plenty. We don't need water because I can produce water. Um. Maybe more ropes. Maybe some buoys or something to toss overboard. Would the ship actually have come with like life vests / buoys?
Yeah, sure. We'll have stuff like that on the ship.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Jasper.
If we're going shopping, can I try to search for a library?
Sure. Roll investigation.
The way I look at it, we have our means of travel, so we got time.
All right. Aria wants.
Yeah, I rolled shit with a surprise.
It happens.
Yeah,
I
to me
can't
all the
persuade
time.
anyone to do anything. I couldn't even get a hug because of my bad.
You, Noonan, everything is just so overwhelming. It's so bright. It's so hot that you're having a hard time talking to anybody out here to find out if there is a library, let alone where it is.
Run kind of.
Yeah, on that note, I'm sorry. I'm just gonna find something. I have the background of Outlander,
Ooh, there we go.
Ooh.
which means I can parlay this attention into access to people and places you might not otherwise have for you and your traveling companions. People kinda want to talk to me.
Yeah, but you rolled less than a 10, so
I
unfortunately.
rolled less than a 10 on investigation,
Oh, he was.
which it could be more interesting if I had rolled on persuasion to persuade someone to help me, which I would do.
What I was saying
That
is,
is a very
considering
good
you've been stating all this time that your character's a bit overwhelmed, I am basically looking at that roll there and going, you're still suffering that overwhelmness at the moment.
Fair
And
enough.
having
So it's
difficulty with
hard
people.
to find a place. It's hard to find a place that you would be able to persuade someone to be able to talk to you.
New one comes up and taps him on the leg. I think it's over here.
What are
And
you
I
looking
will
search?
follow Ron.
And what are you searching for, Run?
Oh, I was helping
Library.
Dylan find the library.
Okay, so you're also looking for a library. Got it.
Magical item. You'd get the onyx dog, and I'd get.
You know, I forget what Run had gotten.
Crossbow bolts.
Yeah,
Oh,
the 2+2
the
crossbow.
+2.
Which actually before I give that to Aria, I was actually going to see if I could find like an alchemist's shop or like some sort of magical shop that they might be able to identify that potion for me. So before we trade magical objects, I was going to look into that.
Sure. Let me see if there's anything like that at the moment.
Point of interest. Run would know quite a bit about magical potions, artifacts, and doodads and gadgets and whatnots.
So you're gonna analyze the potion?
I can once I. Let's see.
Oh, actually, yeah. Why did I not think of run first?
Okay, so what it is I get to is basically a double um proficiency on history when it comes to uh alchemical objects, magic items, or techno techno devices. So, I will let me find my history. Here we go. So that would be a so. Oh wow. Okay. Tack on another 6 to that 23.
And this is for figuring out what the potion is?
Yes.
Alright. So you take a minute, study the potion that resembles a potion of healing, and you realize it's a potion of poison.
Oh shit!
Good thing no one drank that.
You may not want to use it. Well, you may not want to drink it, but put it on. You can be able to coat 3 bolts, 3 arrows, 3 daggers, or a sword.
Right. Thank you for clearing that one up.
Oh, you're quite welcome.
I'm just currently checking in the book and in my notes to see if I'd already established an alchemist's supply area. So if I apologize if I'm slightly distracted. I'm actually looking to see if there's any such thing as a library or an alchemist spot already in here before I figure out if I should be placing them somewhere in here, because an alchemist spot definitely makes sense. But I'm not sure if they actually have any libraries.
Maybe not some major library, but it could be possible for one in the town town hall type thing. That's where the government offices, the post
Yeah,
office
that
is,
wouldn't be accessible by the public, especially not foreigners. All right, so you'd probably be able to find. I'm echoing. You'd probably be able to locate alchemist stuff. What sort of alchemist stuff are you looking for?
I was just gonna go to the alchemist shop to see if they would be able to identify that potion, but Run kind of took care of that for me.
All right, so you don't need that. As for a library, I'm double and triple checking this. From what you've been able to ascertain, Run, sadly, there is no public library in this location. There are people with private collections. There are stores that sell books. There are, record halls. Oh, wait. Did find something. Never mind. That's private. Yeah. So
Aw.
there's no public libraries. I just saw something listed library. It's like, oh no, that's a villa. That's the description of a particular villa. So yeah, private. You basically discover that some of the merchant princes have some splendid libraries in their houses, or villas rather, but there's no public repository of knowledge in that sense.
What kind of backwater place is this? I can't believe I just said that.
Run, I
Literally
love your laugh.
backwater.
I love your laugh so much, Run. It gives me pure joy.
Usually because he's about to cause chaos.
I just love the wheeze.
All right.
All right, moving on. Okay. So, okay. On a serious note, what kind of things do we need? Was the ship at least the riggings?
The ship
good?
is
Everything-
seaworthy. It's just missing a crew and supplies.
Okay,
It does
so-
come with some moderate, some very mild furniture. Like there are bed platforms and stuff. There's not like bottom of stuff on those on there. No real good beds or anything like that. But you can sleep on it. It's just not very pleasant.
Seeing as how Jasper's used to sleeping on the ground anyway, I'm fine.
Yeah.
Well, good thing is we have plenty of room for storage, so
Okay, so
we now have a mobile home.
so basically, we need we'll probably want to get some repair supplies, as in
Hammers, nails, lumber.
yeah, and extra ropes.
Food. Water's covered by both our druids.
Probably canvas or cloth or something to repair the sail in case it gets
Mhm.
damaged.
Extra rope. Well, I think Aria doesn't have mending, because that would also have been useful.
Get food, but probably like.
I mean, like
because
maybe
of
we
the
could.
berry.
Well, we don't really do a whole lot of trading, but maybe that's something like after session we could open a trade empire. Well, trade business. Anyway, we're gonna probably need more mosquito repellent. I'm not sure how many mosquitoes are gonna be, but that's just kind of common sense in Cholt.
Yes, that's what Run would like to get. Chemicals that he would need for his alchemist kit to do such things, and make up like the incense, the oils, and stuff like that.
Do I
You're
need
gonna also
some
need the
special-
supplies in time to do that. Of course, now it looks like you're going to have the time. You just need the proper supplies.
Well, I do have the alchemist kit.
Do you know how? Are you capable of reverse engineering?
Jesus.
I could try my article again, or an intelligence check. I mean, he's a tinker. He is a rock gnome, so he tinkers. He is not proficient with alchemist supplies, but because of his because of what he.
I was just to say
just
that to
gonna-
reverse engineer, you're going to have to be proficient, unfortunately, with your supplies.
Okay.
While we're still on the go through, and most of my components for spells are of natural things. So like just around for those like stone shape, I have to have like soft clay to mold into the desired shape of the object I want to make.
If we
Like,
use
just
an
stuff like
arcane
that.
focus, do we really need like components for like from like a component pouch, like anything without gold pieces attached to it?
Yeah, that's right.
That's a
If
good
you have an
question.
arcane focus, you don't need the other stuff.
Yeah, as long as it
This
doesn't
money.
have like a value on top of it.
Yeah, I don't think like any of my stuff that I get right now requires anything that the money, so I think I'll be
That's
good.
exactly why I did, why I choose the spells I choose.
Oh, that does remind me. I do need to buy the components for 2 find familiar spells. Hey, you never know when it might.
All right.
Would
That's pretty easy.
be let's see, materials, 10 gold worth of charcoal, incense, and herbs that must be consumed. Okay, so 20 pieces worth of that stuff.
I help him find the herbs, so maybe it'll cut down the cost. Like just look around and the
For
natural
what?
areas around.
What are you searching for to cut down on what cost?
Just the herbs, like the 10
For-
gold pieces worth of herbs. That
Herbs
are
for
consumed by the
what?
spell.
The find familiar spell.
Find familiar. It's incense, not herbs.
Oh, it says 10 gold pieces of charcoal, incense, and herbs.
Herbs on there as well.
Yeah.
I always took it as the incense is the gold cost, and charcoal and herbs are easy to get. Incense is not.
Yeah, so I mean, 20 gold pieces. That's pretty
Yeah.
easy to do.
Hey, I'm just trying to help you save money, man.
I know.
I can send you a list of what Aria is gonna get, so we don't have to roleplay it out. And
Yeah,
I'll minus the gold.
that's stuff to worry about.
All right.
So, okay, before we start counting money, though, who wants to hold on to the pouch? Because if Run holds on to it,
It's
well,
gone.
He
Wait,
wants.
Aria still has. Aria
You-
has the 30 left
sorry,
of
Captain,
gold.
you have
So,
one more gun.
hey, maybe we should just split it up and let everyone buy what they need instead of doing party funds. Or do we want to do a party fund?
Well, I think right now we better do a party fund for the fact that of the supplies for the boat.
I think the captain hold on to it, and then he can give us pay or stepped in. Yeah.
point.
Y'all are putting a lot on my back right now.
Do you really want Run to have the gold?
Good point. Give it here.
I mean, like, and then there's Aria,
There's going to be flowers back with her.
We're druids. We can find flowers. We don't need to buy them.
Until she runs across one she hasn't seen yet in a
Then
shop.
Then she tries to touch it and it knocks her out again.
Ria's giving another very innocent look, and I'm going to roll deception on that one. Like, I wouldn't do that. Oh, she would absolutely not do that. Very innocent, very baby.
Oh my goodness.
If it wasn't for the fact I've already seen you do it,
I mean, you could give it to Jasper because I haven't spent like any gold on anything since this campaign started. Besides, like
That's
I
because
think
there's
maybe
nowhere
a
to
drink.
spend gold, really.
Exactly.
And he throws the pouch over to Jasper. You're the treasure.
All right.
And I
Just
think, let's see. If
one thing to help out doing, someone go with him and make sure
that is
like
something that
he gets something that he likes, something he wants.
um,
Go with who?
Newen.
Can do. I'm gonna put that in inventory instead of in my funds. Just pouch of 1,000 gold pieces. I don't get my funds mixed up with the party funds. Not like I have much funds to go with anyway. I have like 4 fucking gold pieces to my name.
Marie has 29 now after sending a letter. It was a very frantic letter to our family about how that she was okay.
And Jasper was living rough. She wasn't buying much. She was finding her own food and doing all that, so she didn't really
Yeah.
have much need for gold. It's kind of just what she found on the street, like, oh hey, a stray gold piece, mine.
So, maybe we should all go for a drink to celebrate.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
I am actually trying to set my rolls up on my tools.
Okay, I just get the bag of 1,000 gold, and then I see thieves' tools pop up, and I'm like, what are you doing?
And I thought you were talking like a cat or a dog sneaking towards you.
Right?
Oh, I'll stay here, get the boat ready. Do me a favor, Jasper. Get me a set of navigator's tools in case we need to change course and Arya's not readily available. I am proficient with those.
And be a big guy. Just kind of like stand straight up, like just comically, like feet together, just give a comedy salute and soldier walk off of the deck.
And I hate you.
Aria's gonna look after her and then look at the group like, why did you do that?
Oh, I guess I am proficient. No, wait a minute. I shouldn't be though. Um, Sorry, I'm talking to myself. I better mute.
Thorne's going to explain to Arya, saluting a captain is a sign of respect, but in the way that Jasper did it, not so much.
Then she's gonna blink and look towards like, can I get a lute? My aunt taught me, and I haven't touched the instrument in. She's going to count on her fingers. Well, it's been 2 months.
Go ask the Earthen one, Jasper.
All right, and Aria will run after Jasper.
And are you asking me?
Can I buy a lute with some of the funds?
Of course.
She's going to clap her hands and grin.
See, I already had the feeling on that.
I'd be like 25 gold.
I can't
Either
do
that
nothing
or it was going to be Jasper says, "What did Torrance say?"
Yeah, that's what I figured. One.
No, it would be what did Torin say? And then Aria looks all sad and says he said no, and she's like, fuck him, we're doing it anyway.
All right.
Just don't let Torin see.
All right. How do I delete the alchemist supplies from my tool proficiency area?
Well, you'd still have the proficiency. Why wouldn't you?
Yeah, you don't get rid of the proficiency.
Yeah, the proficiencies stay regardless if you have the equipment or not.
Oh well, then I guess I do have proficiency in reverse engineering.
Noise.
Oh no.
All right, the real question: are we gonna get drunk this session, or are we all gonna get drunk next session to celebrate getting a boat?
If only he was proficient in brewer supply. Oh dear God!
We just have like fucking 10 barrels below deck of mead that's slowly maturing.
With some additional benefits.
I don't know if I would
Note
want
to
to.
self: don't drink anything Run hands me.
Yeah, I was gonna say like I don't know if I would want to drink Run's mead.
No joke. I'm on Instagram, okay, and there I'm sure y'all have heard of the Griffin saddlebags, the ones that comes up with the really cool magic items.
Yes.
They have one that is it is a hard tea basically with some
Oh,
very interesting benefits. And there's uh two variations. There's the uncommon and then there's the very rare. The uncommon, one of the benefits is you gain the ability to speak to animals for an hour. Um, Another thing that would happen would be you teleport 5 feet in a random direction from where you're at.
that
That
could
could
be-
be very bad on a ship.
um, uh,
Oh god, imagine that on the Titanic. Just hold me, Jack. Oh shit!
but the very rare one is actually a very good thing because it actually does boost uh, stats for temporarily.
Magical tattoo is a thing in this game.
Yes, you just have to find the right people.
And the thing required for the tattoo is what is it, like 1,000 gold pieces worth of gems that are crushed.
That depends on who you go to. There are different types of magical tattoos, but they are not. They're not publicly known things. You basically have to run into somebody and find it out.
You,
Ask the
you
right questions.
you basically have to have a uh, a thieves' cant to find it,
Which I don't have.
and you run over the. Um, Question: I never did get a response about the um. Since we've leveled up recently, that means my familiar can get a new form.
All right.
Since we were in the Feywilds, I was kind of wondering about a blink dog.
Ah. All right.
Sounds reasonable? Groovy. Come on, Blinky, mount up.
Blinky dogs. I love the blinky dogs.
I'm getting out what all I want, and I'm like, ooh, this is getting expensive.
Okay, so.
While we've been talking,
Would it be a good
Jasper
idea to
is-
get any more insect salve, for on the ocean?
Be a good idea. Would I need to the to put this stuff together, or
I mean, like, I still got plenty of insects. I still got over 100 uses left of insect.
You
So-
you don't know yet what chemicals might be needed.
Well, maybe he could take one. Well, you could take one of mine, maybe, and reverse engineer it if he has the time. Well, I don't think we'd have the time before we have to go. We do have a few days. We'll probably the soonest we can go is after Ty leaves on the ship.
well, no, I was thinking basic chemicals like I mean, every alchemist is going to have their sulfur and their iron oxides and
Well, we've
Um,
all been talking about this, navigate and area.
so how much will it be for ship repair supplies? That would be probably the main question, because
Yep.
we will need lumber, as we were discussing the lumber, extra rope, nails, hammers.
Basically, what I would like you to do is to send me a list of everything you wish to buy for the ship, and I will tell you how much gold that all will cost.
Okay.
That'll be between sessions because trying to put that math together tonight is going to be
Yeah, we
impossible.
can.
Yeah.
We can do that tomorrow while I'm also working on server stuff.
Oh yeah, and
Tonight? We get drunk.
tomorrow. Oh yeah. Well, session's about to end. Do we have time to get
of
drunk this session?
course. You can save it till after you buy your equipment. Just send me, everyone send me like the list of things that you want to buy during the day, so you can focus on general roleplay next session.
Okay. What about selling stuff? If we have something we want to sell, like
Ditto.
I-
Just send me the details of what you want to get done financially,
right,
and I'll tell you how
next
much
session-
gold that it costs, or how much gold will be added to your
our
knitting.
credit.
And
All right.
I
Next-
figure after we get the stuff for the ship, then we'll split up whatever's left from the.
It costs. You get back half of what it cost. By the way, Arya.
So
Sorry, what did you
anything
say,
I
Ren?
sell-
I was just saying after we get the ship supplies, that's when we should split up the remaining amount for the for
Money.
everyone.
Yeah. So basically, put it into the out of character or downtime activity threads. That'll be the easiest way to figure that all out.
And then just send the total and also print it, and then do the math of how much everyone gets.
'Cause, I mean,
Alright,
Maul needs to be in
so-
on this too. Well, he's just busy in real life. He will be back.
Yeah.
Yep.
Um,
Well, hopefully we can. Hopefully he has time enough to answer, the questions over, not in roleplay, but over text.
Yeah.
Then forget about him.
He's not going to know what the hell's going on next time he comes back in here.
Yeah,
No,
we're
he just
probably
comes
gonna-
back
I've
when we have
whispered
a
him.
ship
I
and
told
we're
him. I told him we have that you guys managed to get a ship. So this will be interesting. And he was in my Ghost of campaign.
Nice. Oh, y'all. For next session, Aria's gonna get drunk, and I've already decided she's probably a happy drunk because that's my own
Oh.
experience.
And sing sea shanties.
Oh god, we're gonna have to carry the fucking furbolg back to a ship.
Well, you could. Well, just the one or both furbolgs, because Noonan's been very quiet.
Aria, is it really light for a furbolg? You might not have that much trouble carrying her back.
I imagine Noon would probably want to get drunk and wash away some of the sorrows of being here.
Yeah. Alright, so we're gonna have to take the cat with us on the ship, but little one will go Ty, which means at some point Aria's gonna have to go get little one if she decides, or Because I don't think she wants to abandon her. She wants little one to be safe. She understands being alone is not fun. It's complicated.
Yes, it is.
Well,
And I think with that thought, we should end the session. Just make sure you send me your the info, guys. We can start off next session with with a bang.
with shots.
Night.
Shots.
Night.
Night.